The original DS-1 came out in 1978. 40 years later, it's still being sold, and it's arguably the #1 distortion pedal of all time. You can get a DS-1 for about $25 used, and they sound pretty good. Here I have a DS-2, which is virtually identical to the DS-1, but it has an extra setting called Turbo Mode, which I haven't found much use for. This particular pedal is also made in Japan. Current models are made in Taiwan, and as some have noticed, the made in Japan versions sound slightly better and are more harmonically complex than the newer ones. On the plus side, the Taiwan version does have a cavity to utilize a 9-volt battery, in addition to the traditional power cable, but if you're a purist like me, you'll want to track down the made-in-Japan version of these pedals. You can get a Taiwan DS-2 for about $50, or spring for the Japanese version for a little over $100. This pedal has a very pure, treble-heavy, and high-powered attack to it. It's perfect for punk rock at low or moderate gain settings, but it doesn't have much use beyond that. Let's do some sound tests. First, let's start with what this pedal does best, punk rock and metal. Many people mod these to provide more useful tones. If that's your thing, I say get the 25 DS-1 and mod that. My DS-2 is plugged into my Digitech Trio, which is going directly into the amp. The Trio will provide us with a full band accompaniment. I've grown up a bit since I first bought this pedal about 10 years ago. I'm not playing that kind of music much anymore, but I've repurposed it somewhat effectively as a boost pedal. When practicing alone, I hate to get up and just readjust the volume just to get a lead sound that can punch through whatever rhythm I've created. At very low gain, the DS-2 can give me a slight rock crunch, similar to an overdrive, but it's very usable for classic rock.